Nothing there.
One less monster.
What are you doing here?
Guarding sheep. And if possible, staying out of trouble.
Doesn't always work, does it?
Nah, especially not with the mercenaries. I'm really glad to be out here in the pasture, although it can be dangerous too.
What's so dangerous in the pasture?
There's a small pack of wolves that roams the area. Lately, the damn beasts have come by and eaten one of my sheep almost every day. A few days ago, I had almost twice as many sheep. I don't want to think what Onar will do to me when he finds out.
Why didn't you tell the mercenaries about the wolves? I thought they worked for you.
Yeah, I know. I should have done that, but I didn't, damn it. And now, with so many sheep gone, I'm afraid to tell anyone about it at all.
But you just told me.
I'm already regretting that, too.
What if I kill those wolves?
You? By yourself? I don't believe it. I'd sooner trust my bellwether to do that.
Forget it. It was just a suggestion. I'll go over to the boys and see what they say about it.
Wait a minute. Okay, you're the greatest and you can take on 100 wolves at once, no problem. Mostly they lurk between the trees near the pasture. I think there were only 4.
Nothing there. Hey! I've done in the wolves.
You did it! Thank Innos. But now I still don't know how to tell Onar that all those sheep are gone. It's all that damn Bulko's fault.
What did you say about Bulko?
He's one of the mercenaries. It was actually his job to guard the pasture. But instead, he and his pal Silvio hang around Thekla in the kitchen all day. It's that bastard's fault if I don't get paid for weeks because of the lost sheep. I wish I could at least punch him in the mouth for it, but nobody stands a chance against him. The guy's a killer.
How are you? And how are your sheep?
I'm fine, and so are the sheep. That is, the ones that are still here are doing all right.
The things I could tell you to believe these days. That was obvious thing or two. They can't go on like this forever.
Nothing there. Well, kiddo?
That's no way for a farmhand to talk to me. Just how often do I have to remind you?
Are you in charge here?
No, I'm only Sekup's son. But once my old man is no longer with us, then all the land you can see here will belong to me.
Amazing. So what do you do when you're not busy playing ruler of the farm?
Stand guard. The filthy militiamen from the city are coming onto our land more and more often and stealing everything they can get their hands on. Only last week the bastards were here, and they took some of our sheep. If I could get my hands on one of them, I'd make short work of him.
But of course. Why don't the mercenaries help you against the militia?
Before they even turn up, I've already driven them off.
Is that how you always treat your field workers?
Of course, they need that. Whoever doesn't toe the line here gets thrashed. That's the way it goes.
All by yourself out here?
Tell me what you want of me, and then go away. I'm busy.
What are you doing out here?
I've been living here for as long as I can remember attending to my herbs. The forest is my friend. It offers me all that I need.
Who are you?
You haven't heard of me then. Herb witch, they say. Quack, they call me. But when they're in a bad way, they all suddenly remember good old Sagita and her healing herbs.
Can you teach me your herbal lore?
How interesting. I don't get asked that very often. So you want to be my student? Then you'll first have to prove your request is serious. At the moment, I am working on a very rare potion made from exquisite herbs and juices. If you can get me one ingredient, a very rare herb, which I don't have here, I shall train you.
What ingredient is that?
It's an extremely rare plant, an herb called sun aloe. You can recognize it by its intensive almond scent.
Where can I find this ingredient?
The herb I require only grows in places where it can get all the nutrients it needs. These are found in the excrements of a black troll. That's why it's so difficult for me to get the herb, you see?
Let's see if I can get hold of it somewhere.
Well then, good luck with your search.
What wares do you have to offer?
Tell me what you want.
Nothing to plunder.
sooner or later.
I never...
That was no big deal.
You never would have thought...
Been there, done that.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
About the plants,
If you cannot handle that, but...
I've got all the plants I was supposed to bring you.
What? You're pulling my leg, right? By Adonos. It's all there, all right. Who knows? Maybe someday you could make a decent alchemist after all.
That's not what my husband...
I'm looking for work.
I could use a new apprentice. The last one just gave up his job 2 days ago. Do you know anything about hunting then?
Well,
I could teach you how to skin animals. I'll pay you well for every skin you bring me.
what if I want to sign on with one of the other masters?
Boulder Dash. Harrod and Matteo already have apprentices. Constantino the alchemist is a loner, and he hasn't taken an apprentice in years. And as for Thorben, everyone knows he's dead broke. He probably couldn't even pay you. I, on the other hand, am in urgent need of an apprentice, and I pay well too. But no matter where you want to sign on, you need the approval of all other masters from the lower part of town.
Will I get your approval to sign up with a different master?
All right, you shall have my approval, but on one condition. Work for me, at least for a short time. That way, you can find out for yourself whether you like my craft or not. And who knows? Maybe you'll end up liking it and you'll stay with me. If you're good enough to sign on with me, you're also good enough for all others here.
What do you want me to do for you?
I will teach you how to skin an animal, and you will bring me, let's say, half a dozen wolf skins. Then I'll know that you have learned your trade. If it doesn't take you forever, and if the skins are in acceptable condition, I will take you on if you like. Or, you can start with one of the other masters, if that's what you really want.
About the wolfskins, I've got them. Here.
Great. I knew you would be suitable for this job. Here's the pay I promised you. And what do you think? Isn't this better work than banging away at swords all day or filling little bottles in a dusty chamber?
Will I get your approval to sign up with a different master?
I had hoped you would choose me, but if that's the way you want it,
Does that mean you'll vote for me?
if none of the other masters objects, yes. But you would certainly have made a good hunter.
Why did your apprentice give up his job?
All he said was that it had become too dangerous out there. If you're really interested, then you can ask him yourself. His name is Bartok. He's probably hanging out near Corrigan's Tavern. Go through the underpass from the smithy, then you're headed straight for it.
He can't keep anything to himself.
Can I become your apprentice now?
As far as I'm concerned, yes. All that matters to Herod is that you will be able to defend the city if it is attacked by orcs. And it looks like you've got him convinced of that. Bosper has been quite reluctant to comment on your qualities. I suppose he would like to take you on as an apprentice himself, but he still agreed in the end. Thorben is a very religious man. He has given you his blessing. That is a good sign. As for Matteo, he's singing your praises high and low. This means you have the approval of all the masters. Are you ready to begin your apprenticeship with me?
Yes, master.
Oh, all right then. I hope I'm not going to regret this decision. From this moment, you may consider yourself my apprentice.
What are my tasks?
I realize that I cannot expect a young man to spend all day indoors with me. From time to time, you shall bring me the plants I need. In return, I shall instruct you in the art of alchemy. You can buy the bottles from me. Most of the ingredients, however, you will have to get for yourself. And I expect you to behave properly as a citizen of this town.
What plants am I supposed to bring?
I shall buy everything you bring to me, and I'll pay the usual price. For mushrooms, however, I shall pay you a special price.
Instruct me in the art of alchemy.
All right, basics first. Each potion is made of plants. They possess all kinds of powers. They do nothing but put all their power into growth. And modifying this power is what the art of alchemy is all about. To prepare a potion at the alchemist's bench, you need a laboratory flask. You need to know the correct formulation and have the appropriate ingredients. There are quite a few formulations I could teach you. Potions which restore your lost strength, and even potions which affect your strength permanently. You cannot learn everything at once.
What recipes can you teach me?
I know a few. Make your own choice. There you are again.
What recipes can you teach me?
I know a few. The essence of magic is the simplest of magic potions. Take fire nettles and meadow knotweed and heat them slowly.
What recipes can you teach me?
I know a few. Since you can already prepare an essence of magic, with a little effort you should be able to produce an extract as well. You need to put the right kind of feeling into preparing that brew. Use fireweed and meadow knotweed for this potion.
What recipes can you teach me?
I know a few.
Show me your wares.
There you are again.
What recipes can you teach me?
I know a few. Make your own choice.
Show me your wares.
It was quite obvious. That's all just gossip. Billy really didn't deserve that. I get scared now.
Who says things like that?
Just like you said.
He can't keep anything to himself.
I couldn't care less. That was obvious all along.
Hey you, I have a proposition for you.
What do you want?
I want my old stall in the marketplace back. Sarah snatched it away from me, but she has had that spot long enough. I want her to give up the stall.
And what's my part in this?
I will give you a letter to stick in her pocket. Then you go to Andre and tell him that Sarah is selling weapons to Onar. She lands in prison. You pocket the bounty, and I get the stall. You have 2 days to accomplish this.
What's in it for me?
When I have the stall, you will get a weapon from me, and a damned good one.
All right, looks like I've got no choice.
You're a clever lad. Here is the letter.
How am I supposed to foist the letter on her?
Let her show you her wares, and while she does, you hide the letter on her. And bear in mind, I am an influential man in the city, so don't try to play me for a fool.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
I agree with you completely.
I've got to go.
Suit yourself.
He had better shut up.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Perinis.
I've got a new tobacco blend.
Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree.
Let me try your tobacco.
By reason of the imminent danger of an attack
It's all
by
just
orcs,
gossip.
Each inhabitant of the city is to prepare himself accordingly. Everyone is to begin training in the skills
I'm
of
afraid this
combat
mixture does not agree
and to
with
arm
me.
himself
Well,
appropriately.
maybe you'll find somebody else who really appreciates this delicacy.
I'm not telling you anything new.
And he works all day, too.
Really didn't deserve that.
It's not what I heard.
I've got a new tobacco blend.
It's a bad business.
Let me try your tobacco.
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
That's not what my husband did.
This tastes incredible. I've never had a better smoke in my life. How did you prepare this blend?
I mixed the tobacco with honey.
You have done well, father of the art of blending. I would be delighted to fill my miserable pipes with this.
Fill her up then.
Thank you, son of generosity. No other blend will be as good as this one. I shall buy every bit you can bring me of this.
He never would have thought of that himself.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Perinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby
Put away that weapon.
Certain measures for the protection of the upper quarter will be further strengthened. The guards on the gates are ordered to interpret the law in the strictest sense in order to prevent unauthorized entry.
Same old thing all over again.
Do you really believe that, Jay?
Someone's gotta do the work. I can't take care of it. Honestly.
Ah, you've come just in time. I'm in need of an assistant for a magic experiment. I'm sure you're eager to do me a favor for science's sake.
Easy, my friend. First tell me what this is all about.
I have developed a new spell, a spell of oblivion. I've already successfully carried out a few practical applications, but I don't have time to conduct one final test.
Tell me more about the experiment and the spell.
The spell serves to make somebody forget various events. So far, I have only found it to work when the person in question is angry, for instance. If he has been knocked down or robbed, even if he has only witnessed such a deed, he will scratch it from his memory.
So I'm supposed to knock somebody down and then put a spell on him?
Yes, I think you get the point. But to make somebody angry, it is enough to attack him. You don't have to knock him down. So you should pick somebody who's by himself. If there are other people around, you'll just get into trouble with Lord Andre. Also, it makes no sense to cast the spell on someone who's busy attacking you. Wait for the right moment.
What's in it for me if I help you?
I could teach you how to brew potions. I know the recipes for healing and mana essences, and for potions of great speed.
All right, I'll try out that spell.
Then take this spell scroll and find yourself a suitable guinea pig. Once you're done, come back and tell me how it went.
What with?
And he works on it. Who says things like
Where did you pick that up then? That doesn't.
Hey, you're new in town, huh?
Yes, and what about you?
I've come from the mainland, and now I'm hanging around here. I'm almost out of gold, so all I can do now is join the militia, I guess. But I don't want to do that. I won't be slaughtered by those orcs on the king's behalf.
He simply talks too much.
Has anything exciting happened?
You could say that. They robbed Bosper the bowmaker. What a brazen thing to do, I tell you. The fellow just ambled into the shop in broad daylight and grabbed himself a bow. And Bosper right after him, hollering, "Stop right there, you rogue!" But the thief was too fast.
What can you tell me about the militia?
One of the paladins has taken command. A certain Lord Andre. He's trying to mobilize half the city in case the orcs attack. But you need to be a citizen of the town in order to be admitted. As far as I know, if you're not a citizen, you can train anyway. But you won't be officially admitted.
What else can you tell me about Lord Andre?
He has taken over the position of judge as well. If you cause any trouble in this town, you're gonna have to answer to him. I was once in a brawl with a citizen. He went crying to Lord Andre and ratted me out. That little matter cost me 50 gold pieces. I was lucky that it happened at night, or others would have witnessed it.
Where did you pick that up?
The more people complain about you in this town, the higher your penalty will be.
Who did you fight with?
With a fellow named Valentino. He often hangs out in the tavern near the temple. I'm not usually a violent person, but that guy needed his face rearranged in the worst way.
He simply talks too much.
Where did you pick that up then?
He'd better shut.
Well, what have we here?
Put away that weapon.
My name is Valentino. I'm not trying to profane this day given to me by Innos.
Will you
with
put
work.
away that damn
Mind
weapon?
your words.
Oh, pardon me. I meant no offense to our
You
Lord.
asked for it.
Please forgive me, sir.
Do you have anything else to tell me?
For a man in your position, anything is possible. You simply have to recognize when it's time to act. So don't waste any time and act.
Do you have anything else to tell me?
I've told you everything you need to know. The rest is up to you.
Oh my goodness.
You should have listened to me.
He'd better shut.
Just you wait, you some bitch.
He'd better shut.
Put away that weapon. Just you wait, you some bitch.
My God, how brutal.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Leave me alone, you filthy brute! Wait until Lord Andre hears of this.
Isn't it?
But that's terrible.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Honestly, I witnessed it myself.
It is one thing if you, but when you attack, if I let you, so
How much?
150. I don't. That.
He'd better shut up. Who says things like that?
That's the first I've heard of it.
He'd better shut up.
I already thought as much.
Who says things like that?
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
That's not what my husband thinks.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion. What with?
That's not what my husband thinks.
That's the first I've heard of it.
I can't take care of everything for everybody.
It can't go on like this forever.
I don't believe that.
He didn't get that from me.
You don't say.
But he knew that all along.
That's not what my husband thinks.
But he knew that all along.
And he was going to.
I'm gonna rip you to pieces.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there.
Someone's got to do the work.
Don't say you didn't know that. What are you cooking there?
Oh, fish soup. It's not all that tasty, but at least it's hot. You can try a plateful, if you like.
Could you cook me some soup?
I cook for everybody. For you too, if you want. All you need to do is bring me a fish.
Could you cook me some soup?
Nothing could be simpler. Here, have a plate. Smart kid. And he works all day, too.
Who says things like that?
I won't tell her a thing from now on.
Don't tell this to anyone.
Enos held what Beliar had done. He also destroyed the land and chose the human. And Enos spoke to him, and the human became his subject. And Enos gave unto him a portion of his divine power, so that he might undo the work of Beliar. And Beliar spoke to another creature, but Adanos brought forth the tide, and the creature was washed from the face of the earth.
Don't tell me that.
Really, how interesting.
That's not what I heard.
Everybody knows by now.
That's terrible.
Put away that weapon. Just you wait, you some bitch.
My God, how brutal.
Oh man, my head.
Wait a minute.
Same old thing all over again.
From this moment onward, Lord Andre will take the supreme command of our militia. All the citizens of this city who have martial skills at their disposal are herewith urged to join the royal militia.
It is one thing, but when you, if I let you, so. How much? 50 gold. I want good.
It's better to watch out.
And it's gonna get even worse.
There's nothing you can do about it. That's all just gossip. I could have told you that. Put away that weapon.
Just you.
I'm no better off myself.
You don't have to tell me that.
I'm in enough Don't tell me you didn't know that.
He can't keep
staying out of
anything
it.
to himself.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
He'd better shut up.
Where did you pick that up? Better off myself. I'm not telling you anything new.
I can't.
No one really wants to hear that.
That's the first
That
I've
doesn't
heard of it.
amaze me. He never would have thought of that himself.
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus. By the explicit order of the Honorable Lord Hagen, the following decree is hereby enacted. From this moment onward, Lord
It is one thing, but if how much? 50 gold. I want to go.
You already know for a long time. Don't tell me you didn't know that. Nobody will learn anything from me.
It can't go on like this forever. I used the spell scroll.
Fine, fine. And were you successful?
Yes, it worked.
Excellent. One small success for science, but a big one for me. Now, I can use my time to instruct you in the arts of alchemy. I could also give you some useful things if you want.
Show me your wares. Instruct me in the art of alchemy.
To prepare a potion at the alchemist's bench, you need a laboratory flask. And you're going to need different plants or other ingredients for each potion.
Show me your wares. Hey, you!
That's terrible.
Where did you pick that up?
Anything from me.
And he works all day, too.
I met Valentino.
And?
I gave him a sound beating.
He deserved it. Here, I found this ring on him when our little disagreement had been settled. You're welcome to pass it on to the next person who beats him up.
Like that.
I don't think this needs a change.
That's
Really
not
should
what I
have
heard.
known better.
New in the city, huh? I'm Brian. I'm Master Harrod's apprentice.
That's not what my husband thinks.
I already thought as much.
Valentino was unable to pay his bar tab last night. He was blathering something about having been robbed and paying me later. Obviously, really.
And what did you do?
Well, I gave him a good thrashing. What else?
Here, take this ring.
What? Oh, I don't understand.
It used to belong to Valentino. You're welcome to pass it on to the next person who tans his hide. Can I get a drink here?
If you have gold, you can even eat here if you like.
Tell me about the missing townspeople.
I heard that a lot of them went missing down by the harbor. Small wonder with all that's going on down there. Even Thorben, the carpenter in the lower part of town, has lost his apprentice. Hakon, one of the merchants in the marketplace, had an especially strange tale to tell. He said that there was this fella that he used to bump into every day, and then suddenly he vanished off the face of the earth. He even went to see the militia about it. Townspeople all pretty much panicked after that. I don't know what to make of it. I think it's all nonsense. Corinthus is a rough city, and many dangers lurk outside her gates. Those who don't stay within the city walls will be attacked by bandits or eaten by wild animals. Yeah, it's that simple.
And how's business going?
Don't remind me. Lord Andre is serving free beer at the Gallows Square. Hardly anybody comes here now, except for the rich people from the upper quarter.
What's wrong with them?
Yeah, some of those swells could really get on your nerves. Take that Valentino, for instance. I can't stand the sight of him. But I can't pick my customers. I need every coin I can make. What little I had managed to save has been stolen, along with all my silver.
You've been robbed?
Yep, some time ago. It was still rather crowded that night, and I was doing the rounds serving beer. I wasn't gone long from behind the counter, but it was long enough for those bastards. I went to see the militia about it, but they couldn't find a thing, of course. Yeah. They prefer to get plastered on free beer.
What is it with this Valentino?
He's filthy rich and has no need to work. And he brags about it to everybody, whether you want to hear it or not. He drinks a lot and always stays until the end, and then early in the morning he totters back to the upper quarter. It's the same every day.
Show me your wares.
That's not what my husband thinks.
From this moment onward, Lord
Hey, you! I want to increase my magic powers. Nothing there.
You're in for it now. So much for you, lowlife.
Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. Nothing to be had there. Hey, you! Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine, thank you.
Why don't you defend yourself against Onar's tyranny?
For us farmers near the city, it makes more sense to stay on the good side of the city militia than to rely on Onar's mercenaries. On the other hand, there's Bengar and Sekub who would rather give up their farms than work for the king.
Haven't you ever considered moving away from here?
It's not easy to get away from this part of the country. All the land is walled in by high, insurmountable chain of mountains. The only two ways out of here are the pass to the Valley of Mines and the harbor. Since we cannot afford passage on a ship, and the Valley of Mines is a place of no return, we're going to have to stay here.
What do you know about the pass?
I've never been there myself, but it must be somewhere near Bengar's farm on the high pastures.
Where do I find the farms of Bengar and Sekub?
They're not far from the farm where the landowner lives. Go east from here and you'll find them.
Look out for your husband.
I shall do my best.
Everything all right?
Yes, I'm fine. That Alvarez has become bolder and bolder lately. Good thing that's over now. What I could use now is a good drop in the tavern.
You hang out in the tavern?
That's right, but not recently. I cannot afford going there anymore.
You're not from around here, right?
I come from the Southern Isles. At some point they said they needed people in Corinnes because of that magic ore. But when I got there, they had this huge barrier in place, and I didn't want to go in there, so I started working in the harbor. Well, the ships stopped coming in, and so I went to work for Akil. I've had worse jobs, actually.
What exactly is going on there in the tavern?
There's gambling there. Two fellows compete against each other. Whoever can hold the most beer wins. In the end, I did nothing but lose, and now I need to make some more money first.
Who did you go up against?
Against Rukar, that old good-for-nothing. So far, he's beaten me every time. But somehow, I have the creeping suspicion that the filthy swine has laced my beer with gin every time. I suspect he keeps the gin hidden in that damn chest of his, that lousy scumbag. Somebody ought to sneak some plain water into his chest. Then he could lace my beer all he wants. If I only had enough money to compete against him one more time.
Yes! Run as fast as you can!
Nothing to be had there. Nothing there. I've got somebody who wants to compete against you.
Who might that be?
Randolph.
Randolph the Braggart. All right, why not? Send the wimp to me and the deal stands. You can pick him up again no more than 2 days later. Who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky and he'll be able to stand by then. How big is your bet?
Been there, done that.
100.
That's what I like to hear.
It's all just gossip.
I'll take your bet and hold it until the contest is over, all right?
Do you really believe that?
Here's my stake.
All right. Don't take too long bringing Randolph here, you hear?
Don't tell me you didn't know that.
Been there, done that.
How much money do you need for the contest?
10 gold coins.
I'll give you the money to compete against Rukar.
Really? Thank you so much. I'll repay you soon. If I win, I'll even fork out a little more than that. I'll be seeing you.
What with?